Hey, what's up everybody? BrownCode67 here today, and we are going to be building a treehouse. Some of you have probably seen the teaser trailer, which will actually show you a pretty good tour of the build. But I'm going to get right into it for this video here. I'm going to find us a nice flat piece of land. I think I see what I'm looking for right over here. This ought to be good. So I'm going to clear up some of this grass. And then let me open up my inventory and show you what I'm going to start off with. Alright, so first things first, I'm going to grab an oak log. We're going to grab some oak planks. We're going to grab a ladder. And we're going to do a trapdoor, a daylight sensor, a bed, candles, a glass pane, and a chest. I think that'll be what we're going to start off with here. Actually, no, I'm going to put the chest and the glass back. Real quick, I'm going to grab out the redstone block and the redstone lamp. I forgot, I want to put those down right on the bottom. So first things first, we're going to put the redstone block down, and then we're going to put lamps, just like so. And then we can go ahead and put those right back in our inventory. And I'm going to grab that glass and that chest right back out. So now we're going to switch over to the oak log. So we're going to come and we're going to put them all facing upward. Like so. And we're going to build it up another layer on top of the redstone blocks and lamps that you just put down. So it's going to look like this. Now we're going to have to determine what side we want to be the door. I'm thinking I might have it face the mountain. That would actually be a little bit more private, you know, a little less likely to get some mobs entering in, although this is a pretty secure build. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to build up 3 blocks high, all the way around like this, except for here. And now I'm going to add a block here, and I'm going to put one on top facing up and down, and then I'm actually going to go back and break that one. So this is going to be the basic trunk of the tree. So we're going to switch over here to the ladder. I'm going to put this a block up, not on the first block touching the ground, because zombies can actually use ladders that are down low like that, because they can walk forward and the ladders automatically let them move upward. So if you place it like this, you have to jump to use it, but it'll prevent other mobs from getting in. So now I'm going to go ahead and add some more ladders going up here. And this is where we're going to start building the next parts. I'm going to switch over here to the oak planks. Alright, so from here I'm going to go ahead and add the oak planks down like so. I'm going to go ahead and just put that right all like that. And I'm going to actually kind of frame the room real quick. So I want the wall to be right here. And then I think I'm going to let that come outward this way. And then I'm going to bring this forward 1, 2, 3... probably 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks, I think. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to run that and be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this will be the first room. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start framing this in a little bit, making the floors. Alright, and then I'm going to leave a 2-block gap here, but other than that, I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to make sure that this whole thing here is 5 blocks tall. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be the layer of the ceiling. Now up here, I'm actually going to get rid of these because this is going to be a huge window. Fill the glass panes in here. I'm not going to use blocks. I'm using panes to get the look that I want here. And then there and there. So it's going to be a pretty big window. I know it seems pretty huge, but we're actually going to be using vines on the outside, if you remember looking at the other one, to kind of add some privacy. So it's actually a really kind of nice, balanced out home. Alright, so we have a pretty good start here. Let's get the inside of this decorated. So I'm going to take my bed, and I'm just going to plop this over here in the corner. I'm going to put the daylight detector here, and I'm going to have a trapdoor positioned here. I'm going to have another trapdoor here, and we're going to take a candle and kind of shift and click down onto the... Oh, yeah, it's hard to do. There we go. Once you get one candle in position, you can actually just go ahead and click that candle, and we're going to place 4 more. Once we get everything built, I'm going to go through and get those all lit with the flint and steel, but our main light source inside is going to be sunlight and candles. Definitely a little bit of a twist on the normal torch look. Heading over here, I'm going to grab some of the chests, and I'm going to apparently put that in my offhand. But no, I'm going to position them like so. And then this is actually going to be where we're heading up to the next level now. From here... There's going to be stairs that are going to head up like this. So go ahead and place your blocks like so. And then we're going to build a wall here. And this is going to go up with the stairs. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to switch out my trapdoor for now. I'm going to switch out the daylight detector and the bed. I'm going to grab the oak stairs. And that's actually going to be everything I really need for the moment. So we're going to pull the stairs out, and right here, we're going to start taking this upward. So this is actually going to be where the next couple of locations are. So once you get up the stairs, you have this one space here. And then we're actually going to build a wall. And this is going to come up another 5 blocks. We want this to be just like the floor before that. So 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to bring this out 3. And we're going to extend this out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like we did with the other room. Wall here. Now this is actually going to be another big window. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place that in here. Like so. Put that there. Put that there. Alright, now I'm going to pull this out. We're going to start working on the floor. And we're going to have to build this up as well. And we're going to take this room in total from one side to the other. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's going to be the total length of the room. We're going to bring this over like so. Alright, now we're going to start filling in some floors. But we're going to leave this block open. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to come down and we're going to build kind of a little tank. This is going to be an infinite water source for the room above. So we're going to build a little water tank here. Just like so. And I'm going to kind of fill this in a little bit better on the outside. I don't want it to look all horrid from the outside. You know, we do have some things we're going to go and cover up. We did forget to put a stair. Oops, I think that's going to be here. And then I'll actually probably bring this outward like so. Alright, so now if I were to break these blocks, we would have a nice square here. This is going to get filled up with water. Like so. And then we can go ahead and cover that back up here. And I'm going to add the cobblestone around that. Just a little cleaner look here. Alright, now we're going to start filling in the roof. Looking pretty good so far. We're going to pull out a couple more things from the inventory. I'm going to put the stairs back. I'm not going to use those anymore. Done with the water. I'm going to grab out the brewing stands, the crafting table. I'm going to go ahead and put the glass panes back now. I'm going to grab the furnace. So I'm going to go ahead and put up a brewing stand, probably here and here. I feel like this should get broken. There. Much better. Let's open this doorway up a little bit. And then I'm actually going to break that down. Split these up a little bit. I'm going to put the brewing stands here and here. And then up this way, I'm going to put the chest. We're actually going to break 2 blocks above it and put the chest here. And I'm going to go ahead and take these cobblestone slabs and kind of line around it like so. And then, of course, we're going to cover those up on top as well. Like so. More than likely, I end up going back and putting slabs there instead, but I'm going to go ahead and do all the leaves and stuff before we get that far. And then back over here in the corner, put that brewing stand back. We're going to get out the oak trapdoors, and we're going to do trapdoor here, trapdoor here. Same deal from earlier. We're going to try to put the candles on it. Oh, but it's kind of hard to get. Once you get one on, you can click the candles, though. Perfect. So that's starting to look really nice. And then we're going to head out this way where we're going to break this block here, because that's going to be the block that the tree is going to be centered around. And I'm actually going to start building the tree again. Probably break that here. And then I'm going to raise this up. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Was that 6 there total? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. So that'll probably be good right there. Make sure that these are all going up and down, just like down below. Nice. And then from here, we're going to put that block back. I just wanted to break that so we can make sure it's centered up. And then I'm going to add ladders up this way. All right, and actually, I think I will add tree here. And then I'm going to bring out the planks this way. And then we'll build on to the side like so. Perfect. And then we're going to continue this upward trend like this. Just so we can kind of cover in this area. I think I'm going to add blocks down here. And I'm going to add some more blocks below the water storage as well, because I don't want that to drip. So from here, I'm going to put planks up like so. The reason being is I want to get some light in here. And then once I've done that, I can take my oak trapdoor here and place it down like so. And then put the candles right on top of that. Perfect. Now I'm going to come up here. And I'm going to start building the floor for the next room. The center of the room is actually going to be on this block here. So I'm going to build out 3. Like this. And we're going to go ahead and fill that in. Alright, looking good, looking good. This is going to be the floor. So we're going to go ahead and step out and I'm going to start adding walls now. Perfect. Now, this room does not have to be big. I'm actually probably going to make this one quite a bit shorter than the other ones, simply because this is going to literally be completely concealed in leaves. This room will not be visible from the outside world. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to make it just the 2 tall on the inside, the basic requirements. I kind of come in here and fill in the roof a little bit. All right, looking good. Now there's one empty hole here. This is going to be a beacon. And of course, we're going to put another block on top of that to kind of block the light off. We don't want that leaking out of the tree. We are actually really close to having the basic build of the treehouse down. So we're going inside here. Check this out. And that's why we always want to come through. We need to add one more ladder there. Get rid of this beacon. Perfect. And then we're going to come up this way. Everything's looking pretty good in here. Got the ladder up this way. We're going to need to add one more onto it there. Perfect. Now in this room, we go ahead and get rid of the crafting table. We can get rid of the furnace. I can get rid of the cobblestone, get rid of the chests. I'm going to grab the bookshelves. I'm going to grab the enchanting tables. And I'm going to take these bookshelves. I'm going to line the entire outer wall with them like so. And then we're going to put the enchanting table right here in the middle. Now, for those that recognize, this means that we will have max level enchants based on the number of bookshelves. You need 15 bookshelves, which is only 1 row. I'm doing 2 here, so we should be extra good. Before we get to the outside, I do want to grab a flint and steel real quick so we can light candles. All right, let's head down. We're going to light these guys here. Head through here. We're going to light these ones. All right, and we're going to get a nice atmosphere out of this. Like I said, it's all going to be sunlight, and it's going to be candles. So over here, I'm actually thinking, I'm not a big fan of the window being uneven like that, so I think I'm going to do that, and I'm going to move that potion stand inward like so. Or we can put them like this. Yeah, that's probably good. You got your storage here. We can have all your glass bottles. You got an infinite water supply. This is a really good spot for brewing potions. You got a max level enchanting area up top. Coming down in here, you got bed. You got storage. You got a daylight sensor trap door already over a ladder that shouldn't be accessible to any mobs. Nothing should be able to get in here. All right, so now we're going to kind of head to the outside here, and we're going to start adding all the details, the fun stuff. All right, so what I've got on me now is oak logs and planks in case I accidentally break something. And then I got oak leaves, got vines, and I always add lightning rods around the outside of these types of builds because they're based on wood and leaves and other burnable like materials. You really don't want to leave that to chance. I've had a lot of wooden bases burned down because I did not think ahead and either add a roof that doesn't burn or take care of the lightning with the lightning rod. So what I'm doing now is I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to start adding some leaves to the outside. And we're going to kind of try to make this as natural looking as we can, all right? See, we're already starting to add some nice, fun textures. I'm going to bring this outward like so. And I'm going to extend this. The tree is really going to hide and consume most of the builds. Alright, so that's the first section here. The next section is actually going to start off over here. I'm going to start building that out like this. Build this all the way around. Let's come to the back side a little bit here. And I'm slowly kind of building this outward because it's going to be a little bit thick in these parts, and then I'll show you as I start to refine the shape. I'm going to bring that here, one out this way. Perfect. And then I'm going to add some more up here. Add some more this way. So now back up. So glad I'm in creative mode. And we are going to make sure to get most of this area covered here as well. We don't want anybody to walk into the rain moving from room to room, right? So the leaves actually do a pretty good job of keeping that covered. Good. Over here. Nice. So now we're actually going to build some more leaves. Starting off, I think, back here. Back up here to the top now and start filling in more. Like I said, I will have this room completely filled in. I'm trying to get this done in layers. The more you visualize and work in sections of layers, like an actual tree, and build outward, the more you'll get it to look like what you're trying to get it to look like. You're gonna hear some thunder rolling around in the background. I got some pretty bad storms rolling through the area right now. I thought it had cleared up, but the thunder's starting to get louder again, so I do apologize if it's too loud. I'll try to pay attention as I'm talking and make sure I'm not getting covered up by the thunder. Now I'm going to expand this section upward more. Definitely think I'm going to end up covering most of this room as well. Alright, so now that we have a good amount of leaves built around the outside, like I said, you do want to try and play around and try to mimic some of the shapes that you see on the smaller trees, but in a larger form, kind of having it build outward, almost like you're shaping different spheres. I always focus one section at a time trying to create a round section, and then I might build another round section on that, and then another round section. As long as you play with general sphere shapes, you'll see another one of those down here, you can actually make some pretty interesting tree looks. So now we're going to switch over to the vines. Now the vines, you don't have to put on very much right now, because they actually continue to grow. Alright, so you're going to want to put them on in some spots and visualize what's going to happen, because as they grow downward, I mean, it's not going to stop until it hits all the way down to the bottom. I try to add some all the way around. Like I said, you want these covering the windows for the most part as well. He's going to add a little bit of privacy for you. I think I'll probably bring these leaves out, maybe like this. Perfect. That way I can have the vines covering that. And then, like I said, we're going to go ahead and put those lightning rods around now. I try to put them on 3 sides of my build. I don't remember what the range is. I think it's like 40 or 45 blocks or something like that, that the lightning rods attract lightning. But if you put them around your builds in various spots, you know, in 3 or 4 locations, then you're guaranteed to be fine. Alright, so I'm also going to real quick type in this command, game rule, random tick speed, and I'm going to do 100. The reason why I'm playing with this is actually just going to turn up the speed at which the vines are growing. So instead of me having to sit there and play around with all the vines, I can just let it kind of grow naturally. And with random tick speed 100, you'll notice them growing much quicker than you would waiting for them in-game, because vines actually grow quite slow. Alright, so let's head inside. Go ahead and jump in, and like I said, no mobs should be able to get through this door. No spiders, no skeletons, no zombies, no nothing. You're going to have to jump to use that first ladder, and then as you come up, you enter into the bedroom. Now at nighttime, time sets midnight, this is going to shut automatically. Now it is wood, so you'll be able to open it up by hand if you're coming home at night, but it's just another measure to keep your home safe. And then like I said, with the vines here, it does add some privacy while still letting you look outside, enjoy the view. It's a really nice balance. Coming out this way, you have a nice little view. This vine will actually grow down, and if you need to, with the vine there, you could jump out and use that vine to slow you down. I don't know why you would, but you know, it's just another thing you could do. As you head into this room here, this is the potions room. We got some candles going on over here. Infinite water source, storage. Got our brewing stands. Coming around the corner this way, we're going to head up. And then we've got our max enchanting room. So this is really everything you're going to need as far as inside your home for basically everything you do in the game. All right, everybody, let me know what you think of the treehouse build down in the comments section below. If you like this video, go ahead and click on this one here, where I go over a few different ways to create secret entrances to bases or secret rooms. All right, everybody, this is Bronco67. I'll catch you next time. Yeah.